Hi, good afternoon, everybody. This is Miriam reporting live from Jackson Square. And today I have a very special guest with me on air. Her name is Mary Anne Mackness.
It's me.
Yep, she's a self-proclaimed career coach who's gonna walk us through how to deal with a quarter-life crisis. For those of you who might not know, we're both 24 going on 25. We're going through that period in our time, that time in our life where we're very stressed out about our careers and we have to worry about what we want to do for a living, how to make money, how to pay our bills. And to fuck it all up, feminism has given us some pretty bizarre ideas about what we should be doing in the world and what ideals we are supposed to live up to. And Mackness here, which is her nickname, she's gonna help walk us through and deconstruct some pure bullshit that has just been sunk into our skulls from day one of middle school, and just kind of figure out, is life all about being an academic or climbing that corporate ladder or starting that application, or just being that one-hit wonder known for that one big achievement? And to be honest, we are all a little bit of everything. We want a little bit of it all, but we need to figure out what it is that is going to give us all a purposeful life. And the advice she gives, of course, doesn't apply to everybody. Everybody has to chart their own course. But Mackness, why don't you tell us a little bit about your own quarter-life crisis?
It's been great. It's been super revolutionary in the sense that I am literally redefining what it means to be a human being for myself. I literally feel like everything I've known about reality is a lie. Everything is layers, has layers of meaning, and we go beyond, it sounds like super stoner talk, but we go beyond our physical appearances. We go beyond our job titles and our roles in our families and all these ideas we attach to ourselves. Those aren't who we are. Those are just projections of what we think we are, and kind of
oh, we have a guest star in our video.
That's all right. So yeah, we're so much more than everything that we thought we could be. We're literally, we're just pure consciousness, realizing that we're pure consciousness. And I don't know if that answers any of your questions.
That does, because from the moment we're born, we're told go to school, get a good job,
What is that?
Get a 401k, get married.
What is a 401k? I'm still trying to figure that out.
Sorry, I think that's
I feel like I should Urban Dictionary that, because I don't know.
Yeah, or even our career coach over here doesn't know what a 401k is. So that just tells you the state of where this world is going.
It's literally a bunch of people.
The leaders are failing, and they're taking us down with them.
A bunch of people just made up terms and said this is the way reality works, and we're like, oh, okay, I guess I'm winging it like everybody else. But I don't think it has to be like that. I don't think you have to wing it. I think you can have intent and have intention, and I think the conscious life is the best life, because the more you tap into your awareness of what's going on around you and what feelings and emotions and triggers and past traumas and whatever the frick has happened to you, being aware of all that is super enlightening, so that you can see where you are at and where you can grow and where you can expand, and you can pinpoint what it is you want to change about that, instead of just embracing somebody else's ideas of what things mean, because it's all a bunch of words and gibberish. If I go to another country and start talking, they're like, what are you even saying? So it really doesn't mean anything. It's how you make people feel and how you feel about yourself, and share that energy. It's all about energy and sharing it and loving and forgiveness and peace and love and wonder and friggin' whatever they were doing in the 1970s with all the drugs and shit, hippie love. That's where it's at.
And how does self-awareness play into dealing with your quarter life crisis and figuring out shit for yourself?
Because like if you do what everybody else, like it's super cliche, but like if you do what everybody else has done before you, you're gonna have the same existence and the same reality as what they've already done. And like we know that doesn't work because people are unhappy, unfulfilled, depressed, anxiety, suicides all over the place. Like people aren't happy, people aren't fulfilled, people aren't living up to their full potential, and it's because they've subscribed to somebody else's story and somebody else's subscription and somebody else's way of thinking and ideology. And so like it's really important to find out what's meaningful and true to you, because everybody has like a unique purpose and a unique thing that they can contribute. And when you can find what that unique thing is and like tap into it, then you have real change, you have real inspiration, you have real creativity, growth, you have like people that are actually fulfilled and actually rising up and like have meaning in their life. Because otherwise it's just like going through the motions, which is like what 90% of people do, which is a random made up fact, but that's my observation, is like most people I've seen and interacted with are just not happy, and they don't even know they're not happy.
Yeah, and I want to mention, like, you cannot be trapped by dogma. One of my favorite business idols, Steve Jobs, and I shouldn't say idol because you're not supposed to idolize anybody. He said, like, you cannot be the result of dogma that's been pushed down your throat by like your mother, your father, your culture. Like, everybody is gonna tell you how to live your life in a way that's basically beneficial for them. But apart from paying your bills, like, your story is yours to create, and like no matter whether you think you're not that visionary or like that person that can do it, it's about lifestyle, and we all want to hear about lifestyle. That's what all of advertising is about. Oh, let's sell you this certain lifestyle. Well, like, you really have to figure out what your lifestyle is about. And practically speaking, I do want to like ask you, Mackness, what if somebody like myself, I am a corporate, like, I'm corporate minded, and I do support the corporation. I support like them doing good things and making positive change in the world. Like, it comes with its good and bad like everything else. But how does somebody like myself, who's working like in a corporate type of environment but still pushing for her creative side, like how does a person like that try to find their purpose and like what they want to do? Like, do they do it while they're on the job by taking on new challenges, or like do they do activities outside of work that feed their passion, or is it a little bit of both?
I think it's pretty overstated, but like doing things like, okay, actually what I would probably do is do kind of like some like meditation-y type stuff. And I don't mean meditation like praying or like emptying your mind. I mean like meditation as in like just like observing yourself and taking like maybe like half an hour out of a week and literally thinking about who you were as a child. Because I literally believe, like in my research and stuff, that like, and from personal experience, that like as we're kids, we're like literally in our pure form. It's like literally we already know as a kid what we want to be, what we want to achieve, what we like to do. We're not afraid of anything. Like, we're not afraid to try new things. We're not afraid to talk to people, to love people. We're not, like, literally the world teaches us how to have a fear mentality, how to be hurt, how to be broken, and then we get taken advantage of because we're hurt and we're broken and we're vulnerable. And so I think the really thing is to recapture your inner child and really discover what it is that made you happy when you were like between the ages of like 5 and 9, because that's probably around the age that some traumatic incident happened that broke you. And not just you, I mean like in general, like literally everyone I talk to about this starts crying. Like literally something happened when you were a young person that like broke you and made life more cynical and more bleak and more empty, and therefore made you more vulnerable to whatever conditioning your family or your society wanted you to have. So really pinpointing the main trigger, like the main weakness and the main pain point, and figuring out how you can make like love that part of yourself again, and how you can heal that part of yourself, and whether that is like by going to therapy or doing yoga or like, but I think a lot of it is just like reflection and meditation and just thinking about it. And like, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to happen. It's like a lifelong journey to like recapture who you are as a kid. Like for me, I really connect to that part. Like I love to just like go for walks, go for bike rides, go for like, you know, like read books and like play outside and imagine random shit that doesn't even exist. Just like imagine life like in a completely different way than life actually was. Just like telling myself stories and playing roles and like playing with my siblings and like pretending I'm a teacher and like pretending I'm a play director, like doing all sorts of random things, going for bike rides and like just playing, like literally using the universe like it's like a sandbox. And I think we get like that part of ourselves bred out of us, but literally that's all this is about. And when we can like be more open to playing and that like kind of more spontaneous and like non-judgmental, like we're really judgmental of ourselves, and I think we just gotta let a lot of that go. And it's hard and it hurts and there's tears and it's pain and it's suffering and it's like admitting shit we don't want to admit, and it's like literally discovering our inner truth. And once we do that, we can be like one step closer to feeling like, you know, finding that ideal job that actually fits with who we were born to be, not what we thought we were born to be.
Yeah, and I know like some of this sounds like, oh, like that's hippie crap, but really like if your personal life is a mess, like your professional life is just gonna follow suit.
Oh, yeah.
It's just all in cohesion. And like most of us, we have our inner child that's very, very broken. Like we live in a broken system, so we are broken. But if you feel that you are broken, you're not alone.
Everybody, like literally, like everybody's broken. And if somebody's not, then they're just in denial. And I mean, I'm still broken, but I'm learning how to like love myself again, and I'm learning how to like address the problems and the needs that nobody else can give me. Because like you can like have a pity party till you're about 18 to 20. Then you know what? Like the world doesn't owe you anything after that point. Like you're not under your parents. Like it doesn't matter. Like whoever the fuck hurt you, sorry, I don't know if you're gonna censor that, but whoever hurt you is literally like, that's not their problem anymore. Like even if you had the most traumatic childhood, like we can talk about it and we can feel compassion, but there comes a time where there's none of that left. Like it's over. Like you need to now make the choice. And you're going to continue that cycling pattern of like self-pity and self-doubt and self-hatred and pain and like feeding everybody like else's like, you know, just taking their energy and using it to your own vulnerabilities? Or are you going to make something out of it? Are you going to grow where that hurts? Are you going to lean into your pain and like rise up and be stronger than it? And you have a choice. And literally anybody like between like the ages of 18 to 20 should be starting to make that choice and realization that like now nobody owes you anything. Your pain's happened. Now it's what you choose to do about it.
Yeah, those are some very wise words, Mackness. Thank you for sharing that. And like, it takes a lot of vulnerability to be able to come clean, like especially in front of the world, because like, you know, like that person, like for her, she's still speaking from that broken place where she's able to give you that advice. And I just think you should also hold everybody else in your life to the same standard. Like if you are not making excuses for yourself and you're not like holding pity parties for yourself or spending your time feeling sorry for yourself, don't allow the people that are in your support group to bring you down or have the same things that you wouldn't accept in yourself. Like don't tolerate shitty behavior from anybody.
Don't.
And that will help you a little bit to deal with your quarter-life crisis. And the rest of it, guys, I'm sorry, you're on your own. I can't help you with that.
Self-journey, self-development, it's like never gonna stop, and it's just being okay with the process.
Okay, well, this was really nice. Like I had a lovely conversation, and I hope we get to do more of these.
Yeah.
We will be releasing more videos. Like this is just the beginning, so please stay on this journey with us and let's get through this crazy ride that we call life that's just going up and down.
Woo, 25.
Yep, happy.
The year of the party and year of like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yep, so talk to you guys later. Bye.